Human eye and colorful world. Human eye and colorful world. Okay. So, this chapter, what is our objective? What are we going to do? In this chapter, we are going to study about, first about eye, the parts of eye, how eye is made up of, and what is the role of each part of the eye. Like we have retina, we have cornea, we have ciliary muscles, we have pupil, we have aqueous humors, vitreous humors, we have eye lens. Each part of the eye, what is their function, we will learn in this chapter. Then we will learn about the capability of the eye, how much far we can see from our eye. We will talk about how our eye gets damaged. Like sometimes we wear spectacles, right? So, what makes us to wear the spectacles? What is the reason for that? Today we will learn it. It's not always the bad habits of seeing the TV or mobile phone. Sometimes it can be some other reasons also. Today we will come to know why our people sometimes are forced to wear spectacles for a proper vision. That means we are going to study about defects of eye, various defects of eye. These things we will be studying probably in today's class. Then next session we will be talking about the remaining topics, which are about atmospheric refraction. We will learn about scattering of light. We will learn about total internal reflection concepts, very interesting topic. We will learn about how the rainbow is formed. We will also learn about sunrise, sunset, some natural phenomena. For example, if you go to space, you see that when you see the space, how the sky looks to you, Preranjan? When you see the sky, how the sky looks to you? Blue. If you go to space, how the sky will look to you? Dark blue. Very good. What is your opinion, Sudesh? You see the sky, it looks what in color? Blue. If you go to space, then how will the sky look to you?
Dark blue.
You copy pasted.
Black.
Black. Why? Why means why? Reason for that? What is there in sky? Stars are there in sky. So why sky looks blue? I don't know. Some reason will be there. What is that blue color? It looks blue to you, sky. What is that bluish color? Sky, right? So sky has blue color. Am I right, Priranjan? Then why suddenly sky becomes black when you go to space? It's like chameleon, it will change its color. Huh? Oh, good. So Mr. Priranjan thinks that sky looks blue in color, but when you go to space, sky looks dark blue because light is not there, light is reduced. So less light, it becomes dark. Okay, good. I am not criticizing him, he has his own thinking. Today his thinking will correct. So we will help you in understanding why sky looks black in color when we go to space. It's black actually, what he said is right, it's black. But why it becomes black? Today you will learn that. Today or tomorrow, whenever the class comes to the topic. And the final topic in this chapter is dispersion of light by prisms. These are topics, very small chapter, very less topics, hardly it will take 2 classes to finish. I may take 3 maximum. So by this month, this chapter will be also over. Okay. So let us start today's class, shall we? Okay. So first, let's give the heading as parts of human eye. Give the heading as parts of human eye. In today's class, give the heading as parts of human eye. Parts of human eye. Before I start talking about the parts of human eye, I would like to ask you some basic things. Okay? Eye is an important organ. Do you believe so? Why is eye important, Prajan? Helps to see. Very good. So if eye is not there, you cannot see, right? Common sense. If eye is not there, we cannot see, because eye is the organ, sensory organ, which helps us to see things around us. Right? Do you agree with me? Okay. Now my question to you will be, what kind of, so if you are seeing something, the image is forming in my eye, isn't it? So what kind of image forms, Priyaranjan, in our eye? Real and inverted. So if I am seeing Ritin, right, Renit, and his inverted image is forming, to me he looks straight. Why? You said now the image formed on the in the eye will be real and inverted. Am I right? You said no. If his image in my eye is real and inverted, why is he not looking to me inverted?
Sir, because our brain will correct the image.
What the answer? Good, good, Pritham. Because our brain has the capability of immediately doing the correction. It will take 1/10 seconds for our brain to correct and once again make him look straight in my eye. That work is done by optic nerve. Optic nerve will connect our eye with the brain. So one thing is very clear, this human eye is there. You know what one thing about eye? Eye is the only organ which never grows. Are you aware about this? From the day you are born to the day you will die, all your organs will, grow, right? It will become bigger in size. Eye is the only organ which will not grow. A small child, till he dies, the eye size remains same. So we all are born with a particular size of eye and we will die with the same size of eye. Maybe our external part may expand a bit, but eye size will not grow. Okay? And you know how the eye is? Shape of the eye? Spherical. Difficult to feel sometimes, but actually eye is spherical in shape, like a ball it is. And the skull has a part in which it is embedded. So if suppose I take out eye from your socket, then it will look like a ball to me, right? If I hold your eye and take it out, then what I will get outside will be a spherical ball. Don't think like some kind of lens will come, no, a ball will come. A jelly kind of ball will come. If I press like this, it will okay, don't imagine too much. So this eye, how does it work? Best example to relate eye is camera, as I have drawn on the screen. So what does camera do? Camera will take the image of see what camera I have shown to you in the photo is not what we are using today. Today we have digital cameras, isn't it? If I take a photo from this mobile, the behavior of this camera will not be same as that camera. Remember that. Today we have digital cameras. These were analog camera. Have you seen this camera, by the way? I don't think your age people would have seen much. Have used it? Definitely not. Because these cameras are working on reels. Earlier, there will be a part here in which you will keep the reel. Reel will have the capability of capturing only 30 photos. And that 30 photos only you can take by that camera. You know this? After that, you have to take out the reel from there, give it to some studio, and studio will clean that images and give you the printouts. Once upon a time, studio had some work. Okay, so you cannot yourself see the photo. Today, if I took the photo of you, I cannot see today itself. I have to wait for the photo to come. It may take 1 month also. Because family, they will have a camera, they will take photo sometime, and same day they will not finish all the photo taking, isn't it? Suppose today I took 4 photos. After 1 week, I will take 2 photos. Sometimes for 3 months, they will take photos. After 3 months gets over, then only the reel will go to the studio for cleaning, and they will clean it, they will print it, and after printing, they will give it to you. So if your birthday is in March and your brother's birthday is in April, gone. You have to wait for your photos to come. It will come only in May month. Because after both the occasions are over, they will clean the photo. Nowadays, we don't have this kind of challenges. Today it will see the photo. Today it will delete the photo. Today it will edit the photo. Today it will send to the whole world that this is my photo. What? We have gone so far. But this photo, which was taken by the analog camera, was working exactly like our eye. See, whatever inventions we have made, we have made by seeing some natural things only. Remember this. Today you see a jet plane going or an aeroplane going, they have taken the bird as the reference and made the aeroplane ready. Remember that. If you are seeing high speed cars and all, they have seen how the body of the animals have made who are running faster, or how the fishes are there who are going very fast in the water, and they make the body of the vehicles by that. That is called a streamlining of the cars. So whatever inventions we are making, most of them are inspired by our nature and natural things only. So how this camera worked, when I am taking a photo of you, the reflection of your where you are the object, that image was forming on the, that is called as reel, on the negative we will say negative. That negative or that reel, the image was getting formed. So, obviously, since the image was forming on a surface, that image was a real image. Today what we are getting here is not a real image, but what we used to get earlier in these cameras were the real image. So, as I said, our eyes work something like this, where we see different objects, and that whatever we are seeing is stored, that is, it is coming inside our eye on the retina of the eye. Okay. So, we will go directly to the eye. This is how the eye looks like, it is not like animation kind of thing. Whatever this thing is there, no. What what is this part is? Eye lens. I am not talking about the whole thing. I am talking about only this part. I am talking about this part which opened. Initially, you saw small black thing, it became big, no. So, you would have seen in everybody's eye, if you see deeply, we have mostly black in India, or sometimes brown, or sometimes special people blue also, grey also. But generally, general thing is black eyes in India. So, that black eye is there or brown eye is there, inside that one more black dot is there, right? Have you felt it? We do not have only one black circle. In the black circle, we have another black circle inside it, more darker than that. And that black point, no, if you have felt it in your real life, it expands or it contracts, because it allows the light to go inside your eye lens. Suppose I give too much of light on your eye, no, by a torch, it will become small. And if it is less light around you, it will become big. Naturally, it is allowing the light to pass through you. So, it is controlling how much light will enter in our eye. If more light enters, it can harm your eye. It will be closed when it is too much light. If you have less light and if you are facing difficulty in reading something, it will automatically become big. Okay? We will come to that part, but let us learn one by one each part of the eye. The first part of the eye, which is the external part of the eye, is called as cornea. So, write the heading as the first part you write. See, diagram of eye you can draw later, I will give you as a homework today, but first you write the first part, which is called as cornea. So, what is the meaning of the word cornea? So, cornea is this external part, this part is there, no, from which light is entering inside. I am not talking about the muscles, I am talking about the ball. Above that, the black thing is there, right, the whole thing. That is only called as cornea. Cornea is the membrane through which the light is entering our eye, and it looks like a bulge in front of the eyeball. Are you seeing that white part is there, on that some bulge is there, the black color. So, the white part is there, right, on that we have a black color bulged out. If you see carefully some other eyes, you will see it will be like outer bulged. That part is only called as cornea. So, transparent bulge in front of the eyeball. Write these points, important for the examination. So, what is the use of cornea? Whatever light is coming on the eye, it will refract. Refract means what? It will allow to pass through the eye. So, it will refract most of the light entering in the eye. So, light hitted our eye, through cornea it allows to go inside, and what the cornea will do? It will refract most of the light which falls on the human eye. So, cornea is clear to you. The cornea is the first outermost part of the eye, which is like a bulged part, which allows the light to enter in our eye, and it will refract most of the light which enters the eye, right. Can I proceed further? Fast, Peranjan.
1 minute, sir.
Yeah. Wrote about cornea? Diagram don't start drawing now, okay? Diagram is later part, which I will give as the homework. Done, Prajin? Huh? Writing or not, man? Okay. Pritam, can I proceed further?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, Next we will talk about iris. After talking about cornea, let me talk next about iris. So give the heading as iris. So just behind the cornea we have the iris. So first point to write about iris is it is found behind the cornea. Iris is found behind the cornea. I said you that the central part, the black part, which is actually called as pupil, size of pupil, how much it will be, that is controlled by whom? Iris. They may ask you what is the use of iris? It controls the size of pupil. Write this second part of the second point of iris. Dark muscular diaphragm that controls the size of pupil. Dark.
Sir, which is pupil, sir? That black one, sir.
The black thing is there, no?
Full black.
Yes. See, I'll explain this to you. Those who are confused in the real time, real life, what is the cornea, what is the iris? Please, 1 second, pay attention. When you are seeing some white and black thing, right? The first layer is there, no, the white black combinedly. The first layer is called as cornea. In that cornea, you have the black round is there, right? That will be iris. Inside black round, we have another small background. That will be pupil. Clear? So first what we have, the whole thing, which includes white and black both, it is called as cornea. In cornea, we have that black part, which is called as iris. Next we will talk about pupil. Okay? Shall I go to pupil then? Third part you write pupil. If you are done with iris, then we can go for pupil. The third part. Shall I? So next you write pupil, P-U-P-I-L. What is that? So small black hole between the iris is called as pupil. Just now I told you. Small black hole, which looks like a black dark part to you. Small black hole between iris is known as pupil. And as I told you, what it does, it controls the amount of light falling inside the eye. So its use is to control the amount of light entering the eyes. It controls the amount of light entering the eye. Written? I hope about pupil you wrote. Shall I go to eye lens then? If you are done with pupil, can I go to the next topic then? If you are done with pupil, the next part inside the eye is eye lens. Next part inside the eye is eye lens. Write that, eye lens. So write what is eye lens. It provides the adjustment to focus the objects. Eye lens, that is crystalline eye lens, provides man, it's not about temperature, man, it's about fan speed. Now it will become fine for you, see sometime. Fan speed I reduced. So eye lens, see now how we learnt lens in the previous chapter. You learnt no concave lens and convex lens. What kind of lens is our eye? Concave or convex?
Concave.
Very good. How concave, man? You know how the concave lens will be? There is no pen. Yeah, here it is there. See the how. Obviously by convex lens. There is no pen here. So, if I just draw it like this is how the eye lens will be, a convex lens, because concave lens looks like this, isn't it? This is not how our eye lens is. Our eye lens is like this. What lens is this? A convex lens. So, remember that eye lens is a convex lens. Write down somewhere that our eye lens is a convex lens. Since it is a convex lens, what it does? It forms an inverted image on the retina. It forms an inverted image on the retina. Now, what is retina? I think it will come. It is a screen behind where the image is formed. We will talk about that. First, you write about the lens. It forms an inverted image on the retina. It forms an, loudly, R-E-T-I-N-A. See here, written here also. Retina. Next comes retina only. Next part of the eye is retina, right? That write about retina. Leave what is written on the board. First, write what I am telling. It is part of the eye where the image is formed. It is the part of the eye. Write that later. What is written on the board? First, write what I am saying. It is the part of the eye. About retina, you write. It is the part of the eye where the image is formed. Part of the eye where the image is formed. Then you can write next point as it has enormous number of photosensitive cells. It has enormous number of photosensitive cells. Enormous number of photosensitive cells which gets activated upon illumination, and generate electrical signals, which gets activated upon illumination and generates electrical signals. So, please pay attention for 2 minutes. I will tell about this retina. Generate electrical signals. So, what happens whenever we see something? Please pay attention. We are able to see anything only if light is there around us. That light is entering our eye by using the pupil. Where it goes and forms the images on the retina. Now, when the light is going and falling on the retina, retina has photosensitive or light sensitive cells. What is their work? They will get activated only if light falls on it. So, the moment the light falls on it, it gets activated and it generates electrical signals. Those electrical signals are only sent to your brain through optic nerve. So, if you see this human eye, I have drawn some nerve behind, right? This nerve is connected to the brain. So, our eye actually is having direct connection with what? Brain. So, if I take out your eye, it will have a nerve. That nerve will go where? To your brain. So, remember this, that human eye, in the retina we have a part called as optic nerve. That optic nerve is directly connected to brain, human brain. It may also come in this part. Yes, it comes, see, optic nerve. Next part, right, optic nerve. Next part is optic nerve. Signals of image formed on the retina is sent to the brain via optic nerves. Very clearly written here, copy this. Signals of the image formed on the retina is sent to the brain via optic nerves. The signals of the image formed on the retina is sent to the brain via optic nerve. Written. Shall I proceed further? So, I hope you understood what is optic nerve. Optic nerve is that part of the eye which connects eye with brain, and whatever image is formed on retina is sent to the brain through optic nerve only. Next part is ciliary muscles. Give the heading as ciliary muscles. Now, so this is something very technical thing. Now, please pay attention. 2 minutes before you write from the board, please pay attention. So, our eye lens is there, no? This eye lens is held by our ciliary muscles on top and bottom. The ciliary muscles, what they will do, they have the capability of changing the focus of the eye lens. I hope you know that if you have any lens, it will have a focal focus or focal length will be there for that lens. It is fixed, but it is fixed for what? For a normal lens. But our human eye, it is that kind of lens which is capable of changing its focal length, you know. I can focus here, I can focus there, I can focus there. How? Because my ciliary muscles can be adjusted, is adjusting my lens. So, my lens will not have a definite shape. My human eye lens will get deformed by whom? By ciliary muscles. So, if this is the lens, like how I was drawing, this is the lens, then it has the property of pressing it. If it presses it, our lens will become like this thick lens, isn't it? Or if it is pulling it, our lens will become thin lens, right? So, we can control what will be the focus of my eye. That is why human eye is capable of focusing at various points. See, human eye is a very advanced instrument, remember that. We have a lens which can have an adjusting focus, self-adjusting focus. And who is adjusting it? Ciliary muscles. That is why in the old age, our ciliary muscles becomes weak. Our eyes are not able to focus. And that is why we are not able to read things which is near clearly. Generally, if you will see, you will not be able to see the boards, that white board not visible, black board not visible. That defect will come in small age. Usually I am saying, not always. And you are not able to read the book properly. That comes in the old age. You felt it? Have you ever noticed it? Old age people will always get eye problem, and that will mostly be they are not able to read newspaper properly, or they are not able to see the things near clearly, mostly. Why? Because what will happen, so see, ciliary muscle, if something comes near, our focus is becoming more nearer. It means my ciliary muscle should press it more and more. Beyond a point, ciliary muscles cannot focus. You know this. What is the point, you know, for a healthy human eye? 25 centimeter. So, something is within 25 centimeter, you will be able to see it very clearly. The moment it gets within this, it will become blurred. You can feel it. You can see whatever you are reading, any notebook you see. You keep it little far from you and see it. Bring it near. Beyond a point, it will become blurred. Can you feel it? Obviously, it will become blurred. Why is it becoming blurred? Because your ciliary muscles are not having capability of focus further. So, for a healthy human eye, the focal length is 25. I should not say focal length, near focal length is 25 centimeter. Are you getting a point? We will learn all these things. First, at ciliary muscles, they are attached to lens which helps in changing the shape of the lens. It is attached to the lens, helps in changing the shape of the lens, Written. Shall I proceed further? Okay, now please pay attention. So what we have learnt about the different parts of human eye? We have learnt first part was cornea. What was cornea? It was the transparent organ which allows the light to enter into the human eye. So light is coming and entering the eye through cornea only. On the center of cornea we have a black membrane which is called as iris. Iris helps pupil to adjust how much light will enter in the eye. Then comes pupil. Pupil will allow the light to enter into our human eye. So how much light is going to enter, that is only decided by our pupil. Then comes crystalline lens. What is lens? It is a convex lens which is used to make the images of the object on the retina. What is retina? It is that part of the human eye on which the image is forming, and this image that is formed on the retina would be inverted image, and on the retina we will have photosensitive cells. What these cells will do? These cells will get activated the moment some illumination falls on it, and then it generates electrical signals. These signals are sent to human brain by whom? These signals are sent by optical nerve. Very good. So optic nerve, it sends the signal of retina, the image, to human brain, and then we are able to see the image. Then I talked about ciliary muscles. What are ciliary muscles?
Sir, how much time takes for
1 by 10 seconds. The time taken by our human eye to convert the image into perception, 1 by 10 seconds. That is called as perception of vision. So how much time it takes for our human eye to perceive the image is 1 by 10 seconds. Then I spoke to you about ciliary muscles. What is that? It is that part of the eye which controls how much my lens will be bulged. It will adjust the focal length of the lens. Clear? All these points, I hope it is clear to you. Shall I proceed further? Tell me. Okay. Now let me talk about something which is called as power of accommodation. Have you heard about this? Power of accommodation? Give the heading as power of accommodation. New heading, man. Next heading is power of accommodation. AC is still cool. Okay. So now please pay attention. Please pay attention. So write the definition first. Write the definition first. Ability of human eye. Ability of human eye to converge the light falling on it is known as power of accommodation. Is known as power of accommodation. So what do you understand by this? How much is the capability of eye to change the focal length of the eye? That is called as power of accommodation. Okay. So if you have a human eye, let me draw like this. Okay, this is the human eye. So there are 2 points. Remember this. One is called as near point. Another is called as far point. What is the meaning of near point and far point? Near point is the nearest distance up to which a healthy human eye can see the object clearly. Before sometimes only I told you that if something comes too close, it becomes blurred. So it is going nearer to our near point. So, the point from where the good vision starts, the perfect vision starts, that point is called as near point, and up to where you can see, that is called as far point. Now, tell me, what will be the far point?
Sir, those changes.
Infinite. You can see sky, right? Is it like sky becomes blurred for you? No, right? You can see. So, there is no end to up to where you can see. So, near point, write this down. Near point for a healthy human eye is 25 centimeter, and far point for a healthy human eye is infinite. It means a healthy eye can see 25 centimeter. I said that near point for a healthy human eye is 25 centimeter, and far point for a healthy human eye is infinite. Shall I proceed further? Now, please pay attention. If our near point or if our far point gets affected, that's where we have defect in our vision. So, suppose you are not able to see something clearly, it may be because of either your near point or your far point has got affected. Now, why the near point or the far point gets affected? There are many reasons for that. I said you before some time also. It's not like it's only because of seeing too much of TV. Obviously, it is one of the reasons, but because of many other reasons also, our human eye near point and far point gets affected. So, if our near point gets affected, it means what? Something which is kept even at 25 centimeter, you will not be able to see it clearly. It may become 40 centimeter. So, up to 40 centimeter, you will not be able to see things clearly. Are you getting my point? So, only if you keep it 40 centimeter, it will become clear to you. That is why you will see many people, they will read like this. Some old people, they will keep it far intentionally, because if they are keeping far, they are able to see it clearly. But if we are normal people are reading like this, because their near point has changed. Their near point has gone to 40 centimeter. Now, when they are at 40 centimeter only, it is coming clear for them. Second defect is when your far point gets affected. It means something which is far is not visible to you. You are getting it little bit near from there. So, you are not able to see the board clearly. You are sitting in the classroom, not able to see the board clearly. It means what? What has got affected? Your far point has got affected. Now, always remember that if your far point gets affected, the disorder is called as myopia. Myopia, it is also called as short or near-sightedness. Write it down. Short-sightedness or near-sightedness. And if your near point gets affected, the defect is called as hypermetropia, which is also called as far-sightedness. You may have a problem here now. You may think that, but here only near point is affected. No, then why they are calling far-sightedness? And here only far point is affected. Why are they calling near-sightedness? Listen, many will have confusion in this, and many will make mistake in this. Near-sightedness means we are able to see the near things clearly. Then what we are not able to see clearly? Far things. That's why for myopia, far point has got affected. Remember like this. And if you are able to see the far things clearly, but not the near things clearly, it means your far-sightedness is good. That's why it is called as far-sightedness. It is called as hypermetropia. So, myopia is something where you are not able to see the far things clearly, and hypermetropia is something where you are not able to see the near things clearly. Is it clear to you? So, myopia and hypermetropia is clear to you. What are these defects? Defects where our near point or far point gets affected. So, in myopia, our far point will be affected. In the case of hypermetropia, our near point will get affected. Is it clear to you? Let us learn one more thing. I will tell you. What if both gets affected? Possibility is there, right? Far point got affected, we are calling it as myopia. Near point gets affected, we are calling it as hypermetropia. Both gets affected. This also happens. Suppose you are having myopia from childhood, and you became old also, you may get hypermetropia also. Now you have myopia, hypermetropia together. It has a name. It is called as presbyopia. You cannot see not anything. Your near point and far point both got affected. No, so not medium. Far things also not visible to you clearly. Near things also not visible to you clearly. But little middle you can see clearly. So whenever you are seeing something far, you will put your specs, and same specs you can use for seeing near things also. But it will have different. Have you seen some lenses like this? Have you seen? It has two different types of lens. One for correcting myopia. This is for myopia correction, and down one is for hypermetropia correction. So why near hypermetropia? Because in hypermetropia our near one gets affected, no? So when we generally see something nearby, our eyes will be little down. What do you see nearby? Reading only, no? So they are giving it at the bottom. And when you are seeing something far, our eyes will be little straight. So above part they are making as for myopia problem. So there are lenses where bottom is different lens, top is different lens. This lens is called as bifocal lens. Here we have both concave and convex lens. I will talk about that. Why we are using concave lens, why are we using convex lens. Shall I? Shall I talk one by one about each defect? Can I go to the next page, guys, if you permit me? I don't have much time. I am going to the next page now. So you are writing something? Done? Presbyopia. I said myopia, hypermetropia, presbyopia. There is another disorder. You know what is that? Cataract is something where you form some cloudy formation. That we can remove by surgery. They will remove that cloudy thing, your eyes will become fine. So that is cataract. One more disease is there. Have you heard about this? Astigmatism. Have you heard about this? Astigmatism, no? Very rarely it is found, very rarely. But it is there. You know what happens in this disorder? Presbyopia. P-R-E-S-B-Y-O actually, byopia. P-I-A, presbyopia. Pay attention. What happens in the case of astigmatism? If I am drawing line like this, a person having astigmatism will not be able to distinguish. You know how it will be visible to them? They will see something like this. Like this. It will become like bulged for them. They will not be able to see straight vertical and straight horizontal line together. Not heard, no? In astigmatism, if this is a disorder where our eyes will not be able to differentiate between vertical lines and horizontal lines. If you are drawing it together, our eyes will feel like this, something like bulged thing. Very rare disease, but it happens sometimes. And how we rectify it? By having cylindrical lens. Not there in your portion, I am just telling for information. So the most common human defects are myopia, hypermetropia. In myopia, what lens we use, you know, for correction? We use concave lens. We will talk about this, why, how, all this in detail. In hypermetropia, what we use? Obviously convex lens. Presbyopia, what we use? Bifocal lens. It means both concave and convex. And for astigmatism, what we use? We use cylindrical lens. Is it clear to you? I spoke about 4 defects. Myopia, where our far point gets affected, and disorder is called as far-sightedness, near-sightedness, because you have near-sightedness and you are not able to see far things. Second disorder was hypermetropia, where our near point gets affected, we are able to see far things clearly, so it is called as far-sightedness. Third was presbyopia, where both near point and far point gets affected. And fourth disorder is astigmatism, where a human eye is not able to distinguish between horizontal line and vertical line. How to correct myopia? By using a concave lens. How to correct hypermetropia? By using a convex lens. How to correct presbyopia? By using biconvex, not bifocal. Biconvex, biconcave, both we have to use. So it is called as bifocal. And fourth one is astigmatism. How do we correct astigmatism? By using cylindrical lens. So astigmatism by using cylindrical lens. So running short of time, so I will wind off my class here. and I will tell in detail about these disorders in the next class to you. Okay. So, we will meet in next Wednesday, where I will finish this part, and I will also start talking about dispersion of light and scattering of light. Okay. Tell me, Helen. Yeah, those things are there. I will talk about that in the next class. Okay. Fine. Attendance I will take. I have seen everybody of you. What is your name here? Or let me take its attendance. 1 second. Sir, you can go out of live. Raven, sir? Yeah. Don't stand. Don't stand in the stairs. Keep on going, okay? In the stairs. Keep on going, okay?